Hello all you freaks out there on the internet, it is I, the Athletic Brony, FritzRolle732, and I know what you guys are thinking. Why did you put on the mask right now? It's December. Month of Macabre was over like a month ago. The reason why I'm doing a review now is because I actually have a Valentine's Day special coming up later on, but before I get into doing a review for that fic, I have to do a review on this one, The Cough. And what better time to do a review on that one than at a time where I actually am finding a little bit of a cough myself. So, with that being said, hope you guys enjoy the episodes, and let's get the review started! So, in this fanfic, The Cough, it's actually marked as one of the most popular fanfics in the Brony community of all time. In fact, it was actually the bronze medalist for WatchPony.com's top 10 MLP creepypastas list. However, even though this is all great and all, when I actually took a look back into the story myself lately, unlike most people, I actually kind of don't care for the fic, because to be real, you guys, there's really not that much going on. And I mean seriously, if you read the fic now, there's really not that much going on. Don't get me wrong, the drama's pretty surreal and the concept is great and everything, but let me get down to story details. The story starts off where one pony coughs, and so Twilight asks, "Who was it? Who?" And so a few moments goes by, and after those few moments, Fluttershy admits that she's the one that coughs, and then all of a sudden, Rainbow Dash had to be the one to do the deed and kill the host, which was Fluttershy. Otherwise, the disease would spread throughout the rest of the main six, and they were inside an enclosed shelter. They had no way out, the doors were barred, there were no windows, they were pretty much trapped, even though this was meant to be a protective shelter from the outbreak that was going on outside of Equestria. And you may ask, well wait, isn't there a cure? There is not. The whole entire world of Equestria does not have a cure for the cough. Not even the Alicorn princesses could relieve this disease. So they are pretty much at a halt where Rainbow Dash has no choice but to do the deed and kill Fluttershy off. And so she does in this tragic, dramatic scene. I mean, you can feel it. You can feel the drama going on. I mean, this is Rainbow Dash's very best friend that she's killing, and so she starts bucking her repeatedly in the face over and over until that last crack in her skull is exposed, and all of a sudden, in the darkness, another pony coughs, and so ends The Cough. And seriously, you guys, that's the whole story. That's it. The main six are trapped and trying to protect themselves from the outbreak that is going on. All of a sudden, one pony coughs and sort of catches the disease, and it turns out to be Fluttershy, but then Rainbow does the deed, and it turns out it's not Fluttershy. And then all of a sudden, you're left wondering, wait, what? Wait, what happens next? What happens next? Give me more. It was going so good. I hate those stories. I really hate those stories where they have such a great concept, but then you turn it around into a one death wonder story, and we leave at a cliffhanger. And you know what's bad about that is that you're gonna leave it to the fans, and fans are gonna create rip-off sequels where, you know, it's all a myth, or, you know, all of a sudden the next pony dies. It's like Pinkie Pie, but then all of a sudden we can't kill her because it's, you know, she has fourth wall breaking. Yeah, good luck killing Pinkie Pie. We saw her tear it apart and stuff, but anyways, that's not the point. The problem is, the story could have been so much more. Like, seriously, you could do so much more with the story. This story would have been like the next friendship test, or the first friendship test? I don't know. I don't know the timelines between the two creations. All I'm saying is the story could have been more. Like, it could have been like one of those stories where everyone dies one by one, except for one. There can only be one survivor! But instead, we got this one death wonder. So if I had to give this one a final rating, you know the rule, you guys. My rule is that every story that has a one death wonder is a 1 out of 5 for me. Like, seriously. I mean, but I will give credit to the story though. It does have its perk. I love the atmosphere and the tone to it. I love that scene with Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy exchanging their final words. I mean, I felt it and everything. And like I said before, the concept's great. It's not that very often we get to see, you know, something natural become the antagonist to a grimdark fic, like a disease. It's very rare. It's usually either a pony becoming a serial killer or some mythological creature or just, you know, something in your head and all that. And, you know, those are pretty much the grimdarks that we see, but something so surreal and realistic like a disease, that doesn't happen that very much. So yeah, so at least it's something and not nothing like Sweet Apple Massacre. So that's why at least it gets a 1 out of 5, but still, I could care less about this fic. And for it to be the bronze medalist, I disagree. I wouldn't even put it on the top 10 list. I would just give it an honorable mention if it was me and not Watch Pony or all the other bronies out there in the community, but whatever. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy this episode of my review on The Cough. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, check out the rest of the series, click on the bell, all as well, and be sure to follow me at FritzRolle732 on Instagram. And if you guys have read the fanfic The Cough or have seen a reading of it, tell me down your thoughts of the story in the comments below. And for this episode, you guys, I gave you guys a sick review on The Cough. However, in the next episode, I will be 100% because we got ourselves a bloody Valentine's Day special this next Valentine's Day. I cannot wait, you guys, because in this story, we got 2 couples, you guys, 2. One of them is my favorite MLP ship of all time, and the other couple, well, let's just say that if they were in the show and it was canon, they would be on your least favorite list. You'll know why eventually, but it's okay because, spoiler alert, they ended up hooking themselves up, literally, and got what they deserved. That's a wrap, everyone. See ya.
Pointless to analyze what we can